Have you ever wondered about the grandeur of the world's longest epic, the Mahabharata? Here we delve into its depths. This isn't just a tale, it's a vast ocean of stories, characters, and teachings that have been passed down through countless generations. Originating from the Indian subcontinent, the Mahabharata is a cornerstone of Indian culture and literature, deeply ingrained in the psyche of millions. This epic, monumental in its scope and scale, paints a vivid picture of life, with all its triumphs and tragedies, virtues and vices. It's an intricate tapestry woven with threads of moral dilemmas, familial conflicts, heroism, and the eternal quest for truth. The Mahabharata isn't merely a story. It's a mirror reflecting the complexities of human nature and society. A mirror that, despite being centuries old, still holds relevance in today's world. Now let's immerse ourselves in the world of the great Indian epic, the Mahabharata. Our story begins with a royal lineage, a lineage that will witness the greatest war in history. In this lineage, there was a king named Shantanu, who was known for his righteousness and valor. Shantanu had a deep fondness for the river goddess Ganga, and their union gave birth to a son, Bhishma. Bhishma, a man of great virtue and wisdom, was destined to play an instrumental role in the epic that was about to unfold. King Shantanu later married Satyavati, and they had two sons, Chitrangada and Vichitravirya. After the untimely deaths of both sons, the lineage seemed to be in peril. But fear not, for there was a solution. The sage Vyasa, who was also Satyavati's son from a previous union, was called upon to ensure the continuation of the royal bloodline. From this arrangement, Dhritarashtra and Pandu were born. Dhritarashtra, though the elder, was born blind and was therefore overlooked for the throne in favor of his younger brother Pandu. This decision, while seemingly minor, would sow the seeds of a deep-seated rivalry that would later engulf the entire kingdom. Pandu, the younger brother, was a just and noble king. However, his reign was cut short by a curse that led to his early demise, leaving his 5 sons, the Pandavas, and Dhritarashtra's 100 sons, the Kauravas, to carry forward the lineage. These characters, each with their unique strengths and weaknesses, played pivotal roles in the epic tale that was the Mahabharata. They were not just kings and princes, they were the embodiment of virtues and vices, of choices and consequences. Their actions and decisions would go on to shape the course of history, leading to the epic battle of Kurukshetra. This royal lineage sets the stage for an epic tale of power, honor, and sacrifice. As we delve deeper into the story, we'll see how these characters, bound by blood and duty, navigate the treacherous waters of power and politics, leading to a war that would change the course of their lives and the history of their kingdom. Now meet the 2 sets of cousins, the virtuous Pandavas and the ambitious Kauravas. In the heart of ancient India, within the regal walls of Hastinapura, 2 sets of cousins grew up together, their destinies intertwined. The Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva, were known for their righteousness, their unwavering moral compass guiding them in every decision. These 5 brothers, sons of Pandu, were the epitome of virtue and honor. On the other side were the Kauravas, 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, led by the eldest, Duryodhana. Their ambitions were as vast as the oceans, their thirst for power insatiable. They were formidable in their strength, but their hearts were often clouded by jealousy and malice. These 2 sets of cousins, although brought up under the same royal roof, were as different as the sun and the moon. The Pandavas, under the guidance of their mother, Kunti, and their mentor, Drona, honed their skills in warfare and statecraft, always adhering to the path of righteousness. The Kauravas, however, were often led astray by their advisor Shakuni, whose cunning mind wove webs of deceit and treachery. They sought to undermine the Pandavas at every turn, their rivalry growing with each passing day. Despite their differences, both sets of brothers shared a common upbringing, learning from the same tutors, playing on the same grounds, and dreaming of the same throne. Yet as they grew older, the differences between them became starker. The Pandavas, with their unwavering commitment to justice, and the Kauravas, with their relentless pursuit of power, found themselves on a collision course. Their childhood was filled with tales of rivalry, of contests won and lost, of friendships formed and broken. The seeds of animosity were sown early, nurtured by the ambitions of a throne, and watered by the whispers of discord. Little did they know, their rivalry would lead to a battle that would shake the very core of their existence. In the royal court, a game of dice sets the course towards an inevitable war. The grandeur of the court was a mere backdrop for the fateful game, a subtle dance of fate and strategy. Amid the hushed whispers and the tense atmosphere, the Pandavas and the Kauravas were locked in a game of dice. The game was not just any game, but one steeped in deception, where the stakes kept rising with each throw of the dice. The Pandavas, noble and honorable, were ill-prepared for the cunning and deceit of their opponents, the Kauravas. As the dice rolled, the Pandavas lost everything, piece by piece. Their kingdom, their riches, their freedom, and in a shocking turn of events, even their wife Draupadi. Draupadi, a queen of unparalleled beauty and dignity, was wagered in the game and lost, much to the horror of the court. The Kauravas, intoxicated by their victory, humiliated Draupadi in front of the entire court. This was not just a personal insult, but a grave dishonor to the Pandavas and their lineage. The humiliation of Draupadi was a pivotal moment in the epic tale of Mahabharata. It was a moment that sparked outrage, an incident that crossed the boundaries of honor and dignity. Draupadi, in her anguish and humiliation, vowed revenge. The Pandavas too, seething with a righteous anger, swore to avenge the dishonor. This infamous game of dice was not just a game, but a grim prelude to a looming war. It was a moment where the lines between right and wrong blurred, where the seeds of revenge were sown, and where the path to an inevitable war was paved. The game of dice was a turning point, a moment etched in history forever. It was a lesson, a reminder that every action has consequences, that every choice carries a price, and that honor and dignity are values worth fighting for. It was the spark that ignited the fire of war, a fire that would engulf the entire kingdom. This game of dice was a turning point, igniting the flames of war. The stage is set for the great war of Kurukshetra, a war that will decide the fate of kingdoms. On this battlefield, two factions, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, stand ready to fight for their honor and their right to rule. Over the course of 18 long days, the air is filled with the clashing of swords, the twang of bowstrings, and the thunderous roars of warriors. In the midst of this chaos, a profound discourse unfolds. Lord Krishna, serving as the charioteer for Arjuna, the valiant Pandava prince, imparts the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. He speaks of duty, of righteousness, and of the eternal soul. His words resonate across the battlefield, reminding us that the essence of life transcends the physical world. As the dust settles, the echoes of war fade away. The battlefield is quiet, but the lessons linger on. The war ends, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a new beginning. In the aftermath of the war, a new era begins. The Pandavas, victorious yet heavy-hearted, ascend to the throne. Their reign marks a period of prosperity, justice, and harmony, demonstrating that even from the ashes of destruction, a better world can rise. Yet the lessons learned are steeped in the cost of this victory. The epic of Mahabharata, in its sweeping narrative, imparts these lessons of sacrifice, honor, and the ceaseless battle between right and wrong. In the modern world, these teachings still resonate. They remind us that power without responsibility can lead to devastation, and that honor is not a mere concept, but a guiding principle. They emphasize that in life's grand game of dice, actions have consequences. They instill in us the wisdom that every choice we make sets the stage for our own epic tales. Thus, the epic of Mahabharata is a tale of honor, power, sacrifice, and the eternal struggle between right and wrong.